Hello, this is Peter Wrycza. I'd like to share with you a little bit in this video what are conversations on the edge of silence, to give a brief introduction to this approach. Essentially, conversations on the edge of silence represent a new approach to human communication and to working with people. Unlike therapy or conventional counseling, conversations on the edge of silence are not oriented towards resolving past difficulties, nor are they focused on the future outcomes in the way that coaching might be. Rather, conversations on the edge of silence are oriented towards what is arising in the present moment. We call it on the edge of silence because conversations on the edge of silence are touching that delicate area between the potentiality for meaning, for content, for understanding, and the silent depths that connect all our experience, that connect all of us and connect us with nature. In a way, very open and oriented towards focusing what is specific and defined. But what is specific and defined is always in relationship with something that's indefinite or infinite, that's running through all things. So I really like some words from Ramana Maharshi, a great Indian sage from South India. The only language that is able to grasp the whole truth is silence. I also find very inspiring some words from the Irish poet and man of wisdom, David Whyte, when he talks about the conversational nature of reality, that our own lives and the lives of everything in nature come from a meeting of our tendency and our desire to shape our own world, and to find that we in turn are shaped by the world. But at the same time, the shaping of our world has an influence and can make a difference in the wider world. So for me, conversations on the edge of silence, in a way, they come out of many years of exploring how change, learning, and growth happen in individuals and in small groups. But they touch the whole nature of human communication. And this is very, very vital at this time, where we're finding, as throughout history, that our usual ways of doing things, our usual ways of discussing and debating are not fit for purpose for dealing with the massive challenges that face us in the coming decades. Conversations on the edge of silence and the more formal aspect of them, which I call generative dialogue, offer a new approach to how we interact with each other when we're wanting to come together to share, approach, and resolve difficulties, rather than through confrontation and debate. Conversations on the edge of silence are inviting us to work with a kind of collaborative frame in which everybody's truth is honored, and we allow differences and distinctions to emerge, but ultimately we're looking and receptive to something that offers a resolution that's arising from the space between us, from the silence, the shared being that is present in all things. So that's the range, if you like, and the aim of Conversations on the Edge of Silence. In a way, what I'm sharing is the fruit of my own conversation with reality over a lifetime. From my earliest years of just realizing what it is to be aware, coming to terms and exploring what people were sharing with me through conventional religious thinking and practices, to explorations in the 60s and 70s that led me, first of all, to meditation, and then to looking at ways to connect meditation with the unfolding of human possibilities. So the meeting of our deep consciousness with the fulfillment of our relative selves in daily life. And this took me in the 1970s, 1980s, through work with neurolinguistic programming, study of the nature of beliefs, to try and find a way of looking at the nature of the whole person and how every aspect of ourself is connected with or connected in connecting patterns. So I developed a way of working with individuals called repatterning, in which we embraced a lot of the complexity that clients are sharing with us in their attempts to understand themselves, and trying to unfold that connecting pattern in ways that opened up more space, more freedom, more capacity to enjoy in the lives of my clients. And it's from that long journey, exploring the patterning in individuals and in human communication, that led me through a reverse process of simplicity to this kind of reflective and meditative approach to communication that's typical of Conversations on the Edge of Silence. So in the last decade, Conversations on the Edge of Silence have emerged as the fruit of a long journey that comes and brings a simplification that it's quite easy to enjoy, whether we're seasoned professional psychologists and communicators, or people who are just looking to understand each other and to connect in their relationships in more gentle, more fresh, more deep and wholesome ways. So in the next video, I'll be looking and giving an overview of the 4 or 5 principal ways in which we can work with, and which I work with, Conversations on the Edge of Silence. So I look forward to sharing that with you in the next segment. Thank you.